Welcome back to our Ethernet evaporator controller setup series. Today we'll be discussing basic defrost settings. To adjust the defrost type of the controller between time defrost or adapted defrost, go to the settings, hit select to go to the settings submenu, hit select again, then we scroll down over to equipment, and then we're going to scroll down to look for the defrost type configurable setting. There it is. So defrost type, default is time defrost, but then if you want adaptive, again hit select, the word is going to start flashing, and then you just hit down for adaptive, and then hit select again to confirm the change. One thing on adaptive defrost, it only works on freezers, so the control has to be configured as a freezer with electric heaters for this change to actually take effect. To change the runtime between defrost for a time defrost, you go to your settings, and then navigate down to equipment, and then scroll down. You're going to see defrost type for time defrost. You adjust your runtime, will be defrost compressor runtime. It defaults to 6 hours, and you can adjust it up or down. And again, to confirm the change, hit select, and that's it. So this setting only applies if on either a freezer or cooler if you are configured for time defrost only. Now to change the maximum runtime for adaptive defrost, go navigate to your settings, scroll down to equipment, and of course for adaptive defrost is where this other runtime setting would apply. So the setting has to be on adaptive, and then your adaptive defrost runtime, it defaults to 12 hours, and then of course you can adjust it from there. Change the maximum defrost time on the controller. Again, we will go to our settings, scroll down to equipment, and then look for the max defrost time setting. It's default 1 hour, but again, we can adjust it. And then hit select again to confirm the change. To change your defrost termination temperature, again, we would go to settings, scroll down to equipment, and then look for the defrost termination temp setting. And that is it right there. And again, hit select, number will start flashing, and then you can adjust it to the desired number, and then hit select again. So one more thing to consider with the defrost on the controller is how to manually force a defrost. This is done if there's still some time remaining on the runtime counter, and you just you need a defrost right now. So you can just bypass that and just manually force a defrost at the controller, and that is done through the service screen. So you basically go to service and then scroll down to defrost control, and then in here one thing to keep in mind is if it's a standalone unit, you can just go ahead and force a defrost right then and there. If you're working with a group, you need to force a defrost at the group leader in order to get the entire group to defrost simultaneously. So in our example here, we have we have a leader. So we just go here, go to start defrost, and hit select. And so that right there, it's the unit started a manual defrost, and it'll just continue on its own process automatically. Again, defrost terminating by either time or temperature, whichever comes first. So that's how you manually force a defrost on the unit.